Hello, my other screen setup. I would like to say welcome to Tracy Creating. I'm Tracy, and throughout this video, may you be inspired, learn something new, or simply relax while you're watching. So there it is. That was pretty efficient tonight. That is up. I will be able to see who comes in the chat to say hello and if there are any questions. All right, so last night I discovered the beautiful effects of using the masking fluid super nib fine tip pen and using alcohol inks. So as it is, it turned out like this. So really super happy with it. Love the colours. Got the shakes. And there we go. Hello Yvette, how are you? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the video. And so what I thought I'd like to do is that was on Yupo paper. So now I thought I'd like to try some photo paper. So pretty much testing out this one in particular is Canon. Not sure if you can see that, but it's very like watermarked. And so we've got the shiny gloss side, this is the photo side, and this is the backing. So you can, these are the ones where you print them at home. And we have Mona, hello, Jose. Hi, how you going? From Brazil. And you're good, Yvette, awesome. Artwork looks great, thank you very much. So this is what I thought we would do. Test out the masking fluid on this shiny surface. So I have prepared them already. I'll show you this one. So I just did a little bit of a doodle, put a flower on there, some asterisk stars and some dots, big leaves. Excuse me. So I thought we'll see how that looks. I have another one. But before I go any further, I would just like to use my Crafter's Choice heat tool and just want to make sure that they are fully dry, because last night I left it for an hour before I did anything over it. This time around, it's only been about 20 minutes. So we're testing out that timing too. I know you can't see that one. I'm deliberately keeping this one a little bit off screen so you can't see it yet. And this one here is the one we're going to focus on first. So that might look a little bit hard right now, being so white on white. Now what I did notice about the masking fluid, I'm just ripping off some paper towel to put underneath there. Down that way so it doesn't curl up. When it dries, it goes that little slight tinge of green. So it gets slightly darker. I looked closer at it this time when I did the flower and noticed that the tinge of green is there when it's wet and when you first apply it, but as it dries a little bit darker, and it's great to know where you've been, and yeah, so you're not going over the same thing over and over. So fantastic. Thank you, Jose. Okay, so for this one, I felt like this was really bright. We're just coming to spring over here in Australia. So I wanted to do a bit of red and yellow. So I've got chili pepper and sunbright yellow. And I'm going to mix them together and have a beautiful vibrant orange hopefully in the middle. And hello Mum, Ma. How you doing, Mum? And yeah, so what I've discovered previously as well is that if you put the alcohol inks directly onto the photo paper, they will leave a mark, a stain type fingerprint where they've been. So that is isopropyl alcohol I've already put down. So now I will put some colours on. This is very diluted sunbright yellow, so I will put a lot there. And then move it around a little. Just give it a tilt, give it some movement. This is like when you're doing bigger things, tiles, other substrates. So that's how that looks. I think that looks pretty awesome. Be interesting to see how it goes over here. I would like a bit of combination orange over here. So again, just to give that a little bit more movement. Okay. So now we'll use that heat tool from Crafter's Choice to give it some air and evaporate some of that alcohol out of there. I'm just going to lift you up a bit. There you go. Try and keep you somewhat central in the screen though. All right, you're good. You're just about to eat dinner while you watch. Awesome. So I'm not overly impressed with my really defined blobs of yellow. The red really faded out. So I just want to add some yellow into the flower. Maybe into the leaves as well. No specific colours, I was just going for, oops. So this time, just put a little couple of extra drips of isopropyl alcohol down. And now let's have another go. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that as a tester to see about how we go with the masking fluid on the photo paper. So Yvette, what is that you are stirring? Yvette, I have this one here and this one here, isopropyl alcohol. This is the Crafter's Choice Heat Tool, and the masking fluid is down with the flour, and the colours are Pinata alcohol inks from Jacquard. Does that help? So just letting that cool a bit. You notice some of it curled up a bit with the heat from the heat tool. So Twisted Art Lady is here. Hello Sam, thanks so much for coming in. Lovely to see you. We're testing out the masking fluid pen with photo paper this time. So I would like to just put this aside and let it cool off a little bit. So you can see that there. Just before we rub at it, and put that aside with it, or in a different position altogether. And now I'll bring out the other one I did, which I've been kind of hiding off screen. I wrote on it. So hopefully as I do the colours, you'll see what I wrote. Yes, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. I wasn't 100% sure, so I just quickly ran through everything. So glad that helped. And so for this one, I wanted to show a little bit of love and gratitude. So I've chosen the Purple Passion and the pink. So these two here. There we go. So we'll see how they look. I know that the Purple Passion is highly pigmented. So first off, we're going to start with the isopropyl alcohol. We'll just move down a little bit. Across the paper first, the photo paper. And we'll just put a few drops of the Passion Purple down. But we'll do that last, so we'll do the pink first. Put a nice squirt of that, because I know that that's such a delicate colour. So this one, just put 1, 2, 3, and see how that goes. Alright, so move it around a little bit. So there is a message behind there. So you can see how dark that is from that Passion Purple. All right. Might just already transfer that to a cleaner piece of paper. And let's dry it off. So because a lot of that already came off with the tilting it off, because I didn't want to have too much of that dark colour, too much darkness on there, I would like to put a little bit more pink up here and over here, just to have a little bit more fun with the piece. And just a couple of drops in each area, not much. And then we'll hit it with the heat tool again. Yeah. The suspense is killing you. So I can see the edges are curling again. So I know it's definitely getting hot. So leave that there. Pop that aside so you can't try and work out what it says. If you haven't already, that is. And we'll come back to this one. So these paper towels, they dry out. The alcohol evaporates out of them just as it does when it's on a substrate. So let's have a look. We're going to go straight into rubbing it with my glove instead of picking at it with tweezers, because now that I'm a little bit more confident on that, we will just do that. But again, first time trying it on this paper, so I will move to where that is best viewed. Okay. Try and work on a little bit here. Once you get a little bit up, you can try and roll it back on itself. And just a little bit more stubborn to release. Wow, a lot harder than the Yupo paper, that's for sure. So what I don't like, what I've noticed so far, is the very beginning of that, if we can, has got some marks on it from the masking fluid, which maybe I'll be able to get off later. I don't know. I might need to use tweezers to get into it. Encourage it up. Definitely a bit more of a challenge. Nice section there, came off the red. Maybe if I can get a larger area running. And lift it. Okay, so this may not be the most ideal substrate to do it on, which is really sad for me right now. So it's very difficult to remove. What if I use tape? That is a great question. I don't know if it'll stick to this. This is the blue painter's tape. So this blue tape here. Get it where there's already a bit of a run. Put it down. And trying to not block your view. No, it's not pulling up with it. There we go. Not cooperating at all. So that's a no. Rubbing it off with the finger is, yeah, it is such a shame. So let's see about, was it too thin this time? Was it too soon to put the alcohol ink? Remember I mentioned we're also testing the time, so this was only 20 minutes. That one's come off. It's just a lot tackier. And it's leaving a bit of residue behind. Good to know. That's what we test these different limits out for, so that we know for the future, and we can share that with you as well. Now while that's sitting there, because I can tell from this one we've got a lot of difficulty. We've got the leftover residue. Here's another one. So see this dot here? There's a dirty spot inside it. And that's the masking fluid colour. So, yeah, what a shame. While we are at it, we will check this one just to see. And some of it coming away. Definitely not as easy as the lines. It's definitely got some crisper value to it. Getting really quite aggressive here. Too soon? Well, I'm thinking maybe too soon after applying, because I only did the 20 minutes. So good to know that it really does need to be left longer than that. All right. Without gloves, yeah, I'm not too sure on that one. see. There's another word. Yep, definitely too soon. So the other thing I've also noticed is and that is correct. Thank you for pointing that out. Even I needed a reminder of that. Does it just adhere really well to the photo paper? So it might just, this may be how it is under this, on top of this surface. So yes, thank you for that reminder. Really, you know that when you're doing admin work and you've got, or other work that, you know, you can use those thumbs, rubber thumbs, like counting, flicking through money or pages for filing or anything like that. Need one of those. Something silicone. Let me see if I've got something close enough by. I don't think I do. But yeah, so, all right. Let's see if you can see most of the message anyway. Give it a bit of a aggressive definitely would not advise this on photo paper unless you are definitely still testing it for your own purposes. If you feel like you would like to do that. Okay. There we go. That's about as good as I'm going to get it for the message. Just wipe that down. And yeah, so that was a big fail. Strongly advise not to use the masking fluid on photo paper. So other brands could be different, so that is something to take into consideration as well. So, hey, how are you doing? You are the most amazing people. Thank you for all your support. Smiley face, heart. So, microfiber cloth could be possible. Still leaving it away. And I think too, because when you rub it and then you go over it, you're also rubbing this back onto it. So at this point in time, no, the recommendation is a big no. And it's a shame to come out of a video without a pretty painting or ink work. But when you're testing things out, you never know what you're going to get. So here we go, just out of curiosity. I'm going to see if we can get some of this flower revealed. And then we will sign off for the night. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Mistakes are proof that you are trying. Well, when you're experimenting, you're testing things out. So also could be considered a mistake. And you think it's best with the finger. Awesome. Maybe my lines were also, there's a lot of factors that can go into this. My lines may be not as thick as it was when I did the lines on the Yupo paper. So tonight's lines were narrower, thinner. Oh, look at that movement. It's nice. Try and get it running in different directions. Let's see if we can get this side of the flower, and I'll be happy. I am pushing on this so hard, you guys. So much harder. If this was a scratchy, I'd scratch off the prize underneath. Ow. There we go. Oh, that took a lot out of me. Absolutely twisted. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of factors, so I may choose to go on with this and try and remove more, but yeah, that is, let's see how much this shows up. So I will just test this one line. No. Oh, actually, might as well try the towel on here as well. And it seems to be just smudging it back onto the image. So, no. Dunsky, not advised. And next time, use a coin. What, to flip whether to trial or not? Oh, just pull out the Yupo paper and do what you know works. There wouldn't be much experimentation in that. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Again, off for the scratchy. Yeah. We did get a result out of it, but we didn't get, we learned something from it, but we didn't get that fabulous, gorgeous, pretty photo papers that I was hoping for. So, all right. There we go. I'll just pan over them real quick. We're going to sign off. You can see the blobs on there. Thank you for all your support. You are the most amazing people. And my sort of flower. There we go. All right, you guys. You're awesome. You're amazing. If you have to go anywhere, please take care. And it is important because you are important. And from myself always, be kind, be creative, and be fabulous. Bye.